Okay, as promised, welcome back. And in this video, we're going to talk about the midbrain, which is the second structure. In the previous video, we talked about the hindbrain. As you can see, the midbrain, it connects the hind and the rest of the forebrain. And the midbrain, it controls our eye movements. Now, you can think of like moving your head up and down, but try to look at the same thing. While you're doing that, when you're fixated on an object and trying to move your head, the eyeball or the eyeball muscles should contract in a way that you can focus on the object you're trying to control. So these automatic eye movements are controlled by the midbrain. And as you know, it connects the hind and the forebrain. Now, there is another important thing that we discussed in the previous video when we were talking about the pons and medulla. There is this sensitive fibers coming from spinal cord and other parts, and eventually they crisscross in here, right? And in here, the medulla, pons, and also in the midbrain to form a structure called RAS. And we'll talk about that RAS. This RAS connects these sensory fibers passing all along these structures and eventually takes information to the thalamus, which is a part of the forebrain. Now, what is this RAS? Now, RAS is called the reticular articulating system. Now, you can see the input from touch, temperature receptors, all the senses except one. And that exception is the olfaction. Except the smell, all the other sensory information goes to thalamus first. From there, it goes to the forebrain, especially the cortical structure of the forebrain. So hindbrain, midbrain, and it goes to thalamus. From there, it goes to the cortices of the forebrain. Now, what it does is that this reticular system makes one a really vigilant and be attentive even when you're not. Things like imagine you have a kid and you're watching TV and the baby is sleeping in the crib, and even if the TV sound is loud, you would still respond to your baby crying. Right? In other words, your brain is kind of, the reticular articulating system is kind of scanning through the environment for the most important information. So RAS is that system that helps you be aware of things, of your surroundings, especially the things that you really value. So now the forebrain. Here I'm going to stop again, just so this will be a quick video. In the next video, we'll talk about the forebrain. Especially, we'll talk about the subcortical structures of the forebrain. And then in the last video, we'll talk about the cortical structure or the cerebral cortex.